Okay, I'm here with Claire. And Claire, how long have you been in Haiti?
I've been in Haiti for 27 years.
Wow, 27 years. What made you decide to come here?
I wanted to be a missionary, but that was deep in my heart. It was not for everybody to know. And I studied medicine in France. And then I didn't know of a place, you know, a mission field in Africa or anything. I was not related to these people. But someday, a friend of mine wrote to me from Haiti saying she was there on a mission field, and I started corresponding with her. Of course, there was no emails at the time. And we wrote each other back and forth, and someday she said, "Oh, actually, the mission is building a hospital. Would you consider coming?"
So that's how it happened.
Yeah.
So you came here, and when you got here, did you think, "Oh, I'll be here for 6 months," or?
At the beginning, when people would ask me, "How long are you here for?" I would say 2 years for a start. But that doesn't mean I meant to leave after the 2 years, but I didn't know.
And here you are, 27 years later. Okay, so you started out doing medical things.
Yes.
Now, how has your role changed then over the year?
Over the years, I started to feel the needs of the people more, and I realized that the people not only needed care for their bodies and souls, because I was witnessing at the same time. I was trying to do some counseling, but I realized they were in a situation economically, materially, educationally, that there was no hope for them if their environment didn't change. So I would take care of their bodies, and then 1 month later or a year later they would come back for the exact same disease, and it was a vicious circle.
So what are you doing now?
So now we have, I must say, we have Haitian doctors to take care of the patients. I didn't abandon them. But now I am more involved in education and in everything that the mission is doing, because the mission is in every aspect of the life. Sometimes people think, "Oh, we are doing too many things. How can we? We won't be efficient." But if you don't touch every area of the life, if we were doing only a hospital and doing it very well, I don't think it would be efficient. Some people have done that, and the day the missionary dies, that's the end of the work, unfortunately.
So now you're more involved in training Haitian leaders?
Training, yes.
And you're working specifically in education?
In education, and involved in all the new things that are happening.
Like this today?
Like this today.
What are some ways that you've seen the activity of God in your ministry here?
I've seen people change attitudes. I've seen people, sometimes the most difficult relationships I had became the more fruitful after, because we kept persevering, we kept forgiving each other, we kept talking with each other, communicating, explaining. When you do that to me, that's how I feel. And forgiving, and finally we got to work together well, and that's very rewarding.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So what is it that gives you hope that things can and will be different in Haiti?
I have a great hope for Haiti, because God is not a liar. Because God promised so many things, He will do them. And I believe He will do them for the sake of His name. Because so many people in Haiti are praying with all their heart in Jesus' name, and they believe in God, they are waiting on Him, because everything failed. Politics failed, the UN failed, foreign help failed, everything failed. But the people have hope because their hope is in God, and God doesn't fail. And God asks us in His Word to overcome evil by good. And that's what I believe is going to happen. There was so much evil, and I believe there will be so much good that the people will look at Haiti and say, wow, who would have believed such a thing? Only God could do that. Sometimes God would let things go to a point where there is no hope for anybody except for the Christians. And then everybody can say, only God could do that. God likes it. God likes to use the weak, and God likes to use the foolishness of the poor to do His work.
Amen.
Amen.
You got a good one here.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it okay if we take her home with us? Or do we really need her here?